I'm all about carrying things.
Also, oh, this is something I discussed a lot with my sister, but it was like, how does Link, just pull things out of his ass? Like, he just like, we made a hypothesis, like, maybe he has some infinite black hole in his pocket that's magical,
Oh
and it's only
God.
part of his tunic that we know of, because otherwise he's got like several 20 bombs. He's just carrying 20 bombs in his back pocket right now under his skirt. Who knows where?
He just pulled him out from under his skirt. Hey, that was pretty good.
Nice.
Uh,
This is pretty cool too. We both talked about.
yeah, this is awesome. Dropping the bombs in his eyes and how it changes color. That's awesome. Then how I was saying, how you're on the other side now. You can see the bridge you were on. You come across here. That's awesome. Really good level design.
Yeah.
And this is totally fucking original, I think.
Yeah, just drop. Well, who knows what's original? Like, who cares? It's done well in an original way.
It was
Whether
original
it's
to me.
completely original or not. Yeah.
When I was 8,
Yeah.
I'd never seen a damn thing like this. And that was fucking awesome to me, and it still is. How the mouth
Yeah.
to the skull opens, and that's the leads to the boss area. And I was really impressed how the ending is kind of right in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like, you could have just
Yeah.
walked straight through, but you had to go around and all that.
I just like how many times you go into this main like hub world,
It's
in this
awesome.
whole dungeon.
And I like
And
that poem, too, the giant dead Dodongo, when he sees red, the path is open, or whatever. I think that sounds cool.
you might not think it's that impressive either. We'll hold off or whatever. You might not think it's that. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I forgot there's more. That impressive, like, because you kind of expect mouths to open in games like this by now. But
Yeah.
like at that time, it's like you go in there. I actually in this time as well. If you came into a video game and you decided to play this game you hadn't played before, and you saw that mouth, that centerpiece, you wouldn't expect it to open. You wouldn't expect that mouth to open.
No,
And then for it to open and it to be in there's a door there and you can progress. It's so cool.
yeah, you don't... You just think, okay, this is just, this big skull. It just looks really cool. And then you later find out that that is a Dodongo skull. And another thing I want to talk about is the Dodongos before that we've seen so far are just the baby ones and, like, the regular adult ones. And then you see this giant fucking skull. And it also shows you, like, man, these things get big. And you really, start to wonder what's coming up next. Because if they get that big, it's like, am I going to have to fight one that big? And... yes, you do.
Well, thanks for fucking ruining it. Now this moon and star design, I know it's featured in some religion, even still.
Yeah, it was like Muslim, right?
I'm not sure if this moon and star thing is, because
Oh.
if they had all that Muslim stuff removed, but that moon and star thing, I think it might be Judaism or something like that.
That's offensive to my people.
Alright, Jerry. George, I'm gay.
Yeah, I don't know what religion it is. I thought that it could possibly just be another Muslim thing.
Anyways.
But
There's
yeah,
something that we would have to go back as we came back here. But, as you're, up there, I noticed like little purple flecks or sparkles. Yeah, right on the other side of this wall when you drop down and turn around. There's little purple like flecks that makes it seems like there's little gemstones in it, which is pretty cool.
you'll have to point that out to me. I don't really know what you're talking about. Next time you see
Drop down and then turn around
it. Okay.
and do the hokey poke.
Shut up. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying now, yeah.
And just something small and interesting.
Yeah, it does seem like, yeah, there's minerals in here or something. We could have another, Pendleton Act. That's not really... anyways. I got a big history test coming up. I was thinking about the gold and silver strike of Nevada in the 1800s.
Actually,
Oh!
I keep forgetting the name of someone important that I always thought was pretty cool in history for all the compromises he did.
J.P.
And I remember
Morgan.
now it's Henry Clay. And I actually did some studying on my own just to remember all the stuff he did, like Kansas, Nebraska. Well, that was after he died, but Great Compromise and then the Missouri Compromise. Anyways, that's your history. section portion of this dungeon. I'm glad we passed that.
Well, don't forget to bring up the Compromise of 1877, which ended the Reconstruction era in the South and reinstated home rule.
Yeah, well, Henry Clay was long dead after that. Just rubbing it in my face at this point. That fucking area looked like cheese or something. I don't know what was up with that.
I kind of like this, even though it's kind of tedious. I still think it looks cool. I like bringing the block down into it, although I'm really not a block puzzle fan, but...
Do you think that those weird, rocky, jagged textures are supposed to show you that a bunch of rocks had piled up and it's not actually as angular as it appears?
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying, but
Like, look at the corner. Do you think that's supposed to be a pile of rocks, but they just didn't have, you know, the amount of polygons available?
Probably.
Because that makes more sense, and that would look even cooler if you dropped down from the over there, and, you know, you had to jump over a bunch of rocks, or, like, fall off a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, imagine how much more creative they could be, but... You know, it's funny, that shit doesn't show up in, you know, Skyward Sword. They still have fucking angular walls. But, you know, textures, I think the textures aren't even as detailed. I could be wrong, though. I can't remember well, but that game's still fucking abysmal trash.
Anyways, back to this game.
Well, that was included, but whatever.
No, I don't care that you were doing that. I was just saying. This room... I think is pretty cool because you just come into this room and it already looks different, like these pillars right here and stuff, or whatever you want to call them. It already looks... Yeah. And then you put the bomb there and you look down and you can see, you know, lava down there, and it looks really far down. It's like you're dropping into hell or something. And then Link just turns around and sees something frightening, but the ROM is glitching out his legs, which is kind of depressing, but anyways. This is really cool.
Yeah. What an awesome shot.
And what an awesome introduction for him. Infernal Dinosaur. This damn thing won't die.
Little jiggle his whole body did for a second.
Oh yeah.
You gotta cut him.
Yeah, I remembered.
He's got no eyes. I thought I remembered him with, like, glowing red eyes.
Nah, he doesn't have eyes. He kind of looks like a Star Fox 64 boss. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that. I think his mouth looks cool, even though it looks like really, like, badly rendered. And damn it, well I remember. But,
you could use your dookie sticks as well.
Oh yeah.
Things up.
I don't know,
use your shield, it's more cinematic that way.
Yeah, seriously.
It is more cinematic fighting people who are like toe-to-toe fights. But, you know, obviously not for this guy.
Well...
What? Oh, I thought it was like, did the fucking ROM stop? I wanted to see him blow fire.
Yeah, at least we get that. That's what I was going to say. Like, I kind of messed up. At least you get to see him blow fire. I gotta watch the King Dodongo blow things.
Do jump attacks with the Dookie stick. And then you can just crouch stab and it'll do the same damage.
I think it's cool how they made the Deku stick so fucking strong, but the only way to know is to use it.
That is a hint, though. If you do a jump attack, then all your following crouch stabs, if you do them immediately, will do the same amount of damage.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I love watching him die in the lava.
Like, again, the bosses in this game are so cool, you know? Iconic bosses.
And not just... And just killing them, too, is, like, this really memorable thing. And, like, this is what I'm talking about. How you really feel like you killed, not created, this great evil. Or maybe not even evil, just this really powerful thing. Because, I mean, look at it. Or at least something really dramatic. I mean, it rolls into the lava and then just fucking, like, it fades and dies in the lava, and the lava turns into stone. And his head and hands are just sticking out, and there's fucking... smoke coming off. I mean, this just looks cool, and just knowing that this is down here is cool.
It's also funny how, in the end, it is just Darunia's pet.
Oh yeah, I love this coming up, dude. This part coming up, I loved so much as a kid. It was so fucking charming, and you know, like, so innocent now after you were in that, and when when I was 8, that was actually pretty scary and pretty rough. And then this happens. I love.
Yeah, you get a really like happy celebration feeling as a kid.
And
like,
again,
yay.
yeah, talking about how you, I love that. Just how you feel like you've done so much good in the world now.
And then you hear the Goron music.
And Darunia is just so fucking pleased with you.
It's like the ending of some like Pokemon episode where they're walking into the sunset. It's just like, okay, everything's right again. This is really nice.
Don't equate it to that. No, I'm just kidding. But and now he's back to looking serious. And now he's just kind of recapping everything you've done and telling you, then oh, it's back to that Gerudo thief. Giving me the spiritual
oh yeah, by the way, this Let's Play is brought to you by Paranoid Park and Precious.
What? And I know we were talking about those movies earlier, but why is it brought to you by them?
I don't know. Why did you choose for them to be our sponsors?
You got me. I also really like this. I was like, let's become sworn brothers. I was so touched by that as a kid. No, there's no big ceremony involved. Don't worry. That's what I'd be asking. And then, again, you're getting such a crazy artifact. You're not opening up a chest with tomatoes in it. He's like conjuring...
Look at that eternal grin he has. Even in this moment, he's just like, yeah.
And this is so cool. He like summons the spiritual stone to you, and you're both just holding your arms up in like all of its power. I mean, it's funny, but this is still really cool to me.
Yeah, it is really awesome. Every time you do one of those stones, it's just like, that looks so cool.
It's like, look what I've done to Goron's ruby. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers. Yes, I do. Actually, as a kid, I probably didn't.
What do you mean by sworn brothers? But you're about to find out.
I will keep brushing up on my skills. You're about to find out. Took me a second to realize what you said. I loved this too. I loved this as a kid. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, you told me before.
I know I have. I love this.
It is funny. It is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
And when stuff gets older, people tend to be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to laugh at that. But that's genuinely funny.
No, I still think that's funny, and not just...
Yeah, it's funny.
Not just out of nostalgia, too. Like, I think that's genuinely a funny joke in the game.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about how I told my dad about it, and he didn't believe me?
Yeah, you did.
He was like, no, they didn't do that.
They did not. You're lying.
Yeah, he thought I was lying. He's like, they didn't do that. And I couldn't, go back and show him, but...
That's interesting, yeah. Makes me wonder, like,
I
would be like, now I have to show him my mail. You should just talk to your dad and be like, hey, there's something I need to show you.
I'm gonna go, oh yeah, I know what to do. I need the boomerang to get that Skulltula. But I think it's funny that he didn't believe me, but I think probably because to him, games were only just platformers and like point-and-click adventures and games like Doom. That's all he had really played before. And he hasn't kept playing video games, like he's completely stopped.
That's interesting.
And
it's kind of, I like hearing about you having like your dad who, would like comment on the game actually and like, think about like, no they didn't. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember all my dad's opinions.
My dad used to sit with me while I played games because when I was a little kid, he still played video games, and he was still interested in them. So he couldn't really play these, cause he didn't really make a good adjustment to 3D. But he still really liked to watch me play them for a while, and he was so impressed with the graphics because my dad like is really computer savvy and knows about programming and stuff. And I remember him being so impressed with the water ripples in this game. Like when I pretty much ejaculated when I saw the GoldenEye had bullet holes. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. That just shows you how far we've come.
Bullet holes.
A time when bullet holes were like, oh my god.
Bullet holes, we've made it.
Because I was used to playing Doom and they didn't have any bullet holes. You knew about this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I like how the cow talks to you. I love this. What are you doing in here? You know, why is the cow in this grotto up on Death Mountain?
I like to think of Link like picking up some milking experience from...
Yeah. Yeah, I like to think that he milked her.
Also, the cows look funny. I like the way they look. I like their, you know, kind of pleasant, blocky figure.
Yeah.
But it's not too blocky anyways. What was I gonna say?
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I need the hook shot.
I thought you could use the seeds, to be honest. I recommended it earlier.
I thought you could too, but oh well. Whatever, I don't care.
In this area, oh god.
Oh,
I actually
yeah.
remember taking on this part before I had that shield plenty of times.
Yeah, I
And,
think we all did that.
Just getting demolished.
This,
Okay, I guess you're not going to use it anyways.
yeah, I'm just gonna fucking bullshit it.
Link the Marauder.
It's cool how it turns red when you're going there. I always liked that. And then it's actually starting to feel like Death Mountain. Although when you go into the fucking Dodongo's cavern, it feels like Death Mountain. And one more thing before I forget. I just think it's cool that there is a giant dinosaur living down there. That Link goes down there and kills. That's just really cool to me. Living in this mountain, you know, there's a giant dinosaur living in the mountain. Okay, sorry, I won't interrupt you this time.
Anyways, they're not dinosaurs, so, you know, just to clear the air, complete misconception.
What are they then?
The Dongos? I don't know. I would just
aren't they called dinosaurs at one point?
Are they?
Yeah, I think they are. I mean,
You sure?
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I'm like 90% sure they're referred to as dinosaurs.
Oh, I thought they were always just lizards. Maybe they are, but you know, I guess we would have to look at all the.
Either way, it's a game. Who cares?
Yeah. I was completely joking, anyways.
Yeah, I know. But,
here's a great shot to show you the size difference. That fucking model in this game is huge.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking big.
It could like fucking destroy Link.
Yeah, no,
it could be a boss. It could be the first boss of this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Make him a little more malevolent looking, or even that would work, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he kind of looks creepy.
You know, it would be cool if there was some really like, you know, tricky puzzle involved with him, where he would like do these attacks that would still take off some damage, but you had to like jump on the like different platforms that were like all covered in moss or something, and then certain ones would fall, or certain ones wouldn't work, or something like that. Because he's an owl, so he can be perched in different places, but still like fly down and attack you or something.
You ready for the first Great Fairy? Let's talk about every pixel in this room and how beautiful it is and how it makes us hold each other and cry. No, but seriously, this is a really cool.
I leave that for Saria. Actually, I always call her Saria.
Yeah, go ahead and call her whatever. I've always called her Saria. So. This is a cool looking room. The walls are like glittering and look watery or just, you know, look like they're trickling with water or something. And then you've got the torches and there's the altar. It's fucking cool looking.
Yeah.
Not stark.
I just like how very peaceful it is.
Yeah.
And how, you know, symbolic of the royal family it is. You know, those fancy fucking royals always making shit like this.
Those pretentious assholes. Hey, there's the Cupid thing again. And then this, you know, always creeped me out as a kid.
Oh, what an awesome shot.
Yeah, I know. It looks like it goes up so fucking high. And look at Link. She's beautiful. Wait, no, she isn't. She's hideous.
Take off the Great Fairies, man.
I'm kind of gonna throw up. Receive it now. You have no choice.
I remember my dad was actually like, oh yeah.
Look at her big pointy boobs covered in whatever the fuck they're covered in. This is, you know, a little risque for a kid.
It is very risque.
You see bottom boob and side boob and cleavage.
But like, it's, you know, is that even considered boob at this point?
Did you see the shit-eating grin on Link's face as he turned around?
I saw his boner.
It kind of looked like he was checking her out, and he's like...
Look at this shot. Look at the 3 pillars of light behind her, the 2 walls of blue, the fire, and then her pose. That's pretty fucking awesome.
For everyone calling Ocarina of Time overrated, And although I agree people take it way too far, but it was scenes like this when you were a child that make people love it so much.
Yeah, and we both agree that it's not the best game in the world.
It isn't.
It's the best game for us because of all the nostalgia, and we have the nostalgia goggles on, but we're completely aware that that's why we like this game so much.
Yeah, I mean, this game, honestly, it hasn't aged phenomenally. It hasn't aged very well graphically, but gameplay-wise, I think it's aged pretty well. Yeah. But graphically, it has not aged well.
Yeah, but we have the nostalgia driving us to completely appreciate everything in it.
Yeah.
But also, there's something special about this game's capacity for nostalgia. It seems like if you play this game as a child, this is the most nostalgia you'll experience as a child.
Yeah.
Unless you had some other major event in your life, or like something physically tangible that you can, some swing set or something that was in like a really, really, really atmospheric place. Other than that, stuff in this game, just like the title menu we discussed at the beginning, where
for 5 fucking minutes,
it's just so nostalgic.
I know it can't. It is. And I actually do have a few tangible things, but they've all been kind of ruined with age. But this, I know I can't stay here long, but you come here and it's like, this is just a really cool looking place, and I like how you can't come here now. You have to come here later. I remember I tried to progress through here as a kid, but
and you die eventually.
Yeah, of course. But this is another really cool area, and I like how you can't progress any further. Let me grab on.
I forget, but you can get an extra piece of heart there early, but who cares?
Yeah, whatever. I'm about to get another. And look at this right here. Get a nice view of Death Mountain.
Yeah, that's really cool. The creators. That's really fucking cool. I bet they had a ton of fun with this.
Yeah, this is awesome. And this was state-of-the-art stuff. I mean, just remember, in 1998, this was brand fucking new a brand new thing to put in a video game.
And then into a painting that's completely flat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! My control stick fucked up again. That's why I was trying to get that other controller to work. I liked to, right here, I was noticing this, but I forgot to mention. No, I don't want to fucking walk off in the wrong direction. Okay. As a kid, I was always trying to get up here too, and I couldn't figure it out. And I like the way you get in here.
You need to be very, very careful. Yeah, dude.
And then you get a piece of heart. And I also like that there's just a cow in a cage in here.
Oh, that piece of art taunted me so long.
I know, dude. It's like, how do I get that? And then I was like, how do you get in here? Oh, wait, there's one more thing we need to do here. Well, we don't need to do it, but I want to. Link looks so goofy with this shield.
Yeah. This, such a cool character. Such a cool, decision to put it in the game.
I know, and again, just the environments in this game. Oh my god, my control stick. I didn't move any of that. This guy's crazy.
Oh, I wanted to read his dialogue.
Okay, sure. He gonna do a wacky voice?
No.
Everyone just take the time to read this.
Just stuff like this, whimsical as a child you're reading it.
And look at this guy, he's so pleasant. So very happy to see you. And this...
You can imagine, what kind of a cool story he has where, maybe he's got some young, nephew or something, but maybe this is me watching too many anime or something like that.
Yeah, I think you watch too much anime.
And it seems like he would have a really cool story, and he could be pretty interesting as far as a story goes.
And who doesn't remember this tune, And
yeah, this is my favorite song in all of the Zelda series.
I like how you see the piece of heart up here and that pathway up there, but you can't get to it for shit. And I like how there's a question mark, too, when you come in here like, I don't know what the hell this is.
Also, that cool rotating platform that you can, run really fast on, and then you can speed it up using the actual song.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna teach it to you. Oh wait, no, come on here. That was it, right?
You have to go into the grave, or wherever you get it. I honestly forget.
Oh wait, I don't fucking remember where you get it, dude.
No, it has to be in the graveyard.
Should
Where
we
else
go?
could it? Where else could it be?
Should we go
Yeah, it
dick
has-
around in the graveyard?
Oh, you know what? You can only get it as an adult. You
Oh
can
wait,
only
yeah,
get it as
he
an adult.
teaches it to you. As an
Yeah,
adult, you
yeah,
can.
right.
That's an interesting time travel paradox. That,
Yeah.
I always like that. You go there, he teaches it to you, and you haven't, it's like that damn kid, and he's all pissed off, and you haven't done anything, and then you go back in time and play it. And so you taught it to him, technically, but he taught it to you. It's just an interesting time travel paradox.
If we had fans, they'd be like, "No, you fucking idiot! It's obvious. You wait until you're adult and you talk to him." It's so
Yeah.
cool though. You go into him as adult, and he's like, that I can't remember that pesky kid. I'll remember forever. He played this song and just ruined everything.
And I like how it is you, too, but it wasn't
Yeah.
you. I love that.
Because then you're like, what the hell? And then you're back there as a kid, maybe fucking around, doing
Yeah.
side quests.
I can't remember this one for the life of me for some reason. Magical leaves.
I like how you
floating
can
there.
talk to Saria at all times.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Saria.
See, my way's rubbing off on you.
I like Saria better.
I like Saria better. I never even heard it pronounced Saria once till I started watching Let's Plays. Well, then again, I guess no one had ever really said it besides me, and I always read it as Saria. I always read it as a weird way to pronounce Sarah. That's how I always thought of it.
I like Saria. It's, I don't know, more warm as a name than Saria.
I like Saria better just because I think Saria to me makes me think of the word sour, and just I don't know.
How about this? From now on, we'll both just call her Sauerkraut.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say something. So this is where he went. He's all over the place. He was here earlier. Oh yeah, I was gonna say about here's the green magic bottles.
Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually.
I think the reason I just love the Saria so much is that's just what I've always fucking called her. That's pretty much as far as it goes. But anyways, you wrong? Not really. This will just float in front of me. I was hoping I could get past him, although I pretty much knew I couldn't.
Did he just? He bobbed his head with the chicken noise. It was pretty fucking funny.
He did? I'm gonna have to watch that when I'm editing.
Yeah.
Just imagine it was him doing it, okay?
What?
It just exploded on me, I think. I'm pretty sure it just exploded as he flew away.
Oh, that's... I wish you would have saw that. Would have been funnier.
Coming here was so fucking great to me as a kid. I was like, finally I can do this. And finally I can get past here, because I really, really wanted to see what was beyond here. And I knew that Zoras were back here somehow. That was just...
Zoras. Start the Great Zora hunt.
I knew
So
that...
just another thing, I don't know if we've already mentioned it, but it's even like stuff like the rocks being oriented in a circle is pretty cool.
Yeah. I like this dude too, this guy. And he looks like different from everyone else. He's got some weird tattoo. And he sells
His
magic.
chewing animation is crazy.
He looks
It's actually very fluid if you look at it.
He's really chomping on them things.
See if you can get an angle of him chewing.
Okay, hold on, let me plant this. Let me go get some fresh spring water.
I like how Link shows you that if you're impatient enough, it'll grow instantly.
There you go. I'm gonna buy a few
Cute.
more.
I know, he's got a cool little tattoo as well.
I'm just
He
gonna...
got that one in the slammer.
Yeah, the Hyrule State pin. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of these because, I've got more rupees than I need and... Blah.
Why don't we take a break after this?
Okay.
Alright,
After I get done buying them?
yeah. Till then, let's
No.
talk about something near and dear to my heart. Politics.
Break time?